life, it isn't the most recognizable athlete in the tri-state area.
What's up, MP? I know you like to set your own goals, but here's what I think you should be doing out there. Yo, MP, if I were you, here's what I'd be working on.
I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
Have a great game, man.
The Knicks never look better than they did earlier on, getting off the bus and getting ready for action. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So the Pelicans win the tip. And one thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett is out there with Johnson. Then it's Madsen. Then there's Brown, and it's Lee in at the point. Brown right side. It's deflected. Monroe looking around. Ingram outside. Williamson a screen on Barrett. Here's Ingram. Buried from 15 feet out.
Brandon Ingram, a constant threat on the offensive end. A little bit of work right there in the mid-range.
Lee passes to Brown. Johnson the screen. Left side, Brown. Shot clock at 6. Barrett for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Monroe outside. The shot's good.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
The Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Utah Jazz.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Loads it up for Williamson. An emphatic LU jam.
Taking flight, Zion doing what he does best, getting up off the ground and bringing it down.
Lee against Monroe. The pass to Barrett. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the slashing lefty, R.J. Barrett. Brent always looking to go downhill.
Yeah, and that's his strength, literally. As he improves as a perimeter player, that's going to help him out. But, man, that strength and his ability to go through guys, it's special. Well, playmaking ability on full display there. I love how Zion is taking what the defense is giving him right now.
Johnson outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Now Monroe, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last 3-pointer. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Offensive rebound. Jackson's shot is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Ingram. 17 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz. Up and in from the low block.
Well, the length of Ingram on display, outstanding at finding a lane, and then he explodes through it.
And it's Lee penetrating. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Williamson. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Now here's Brown. Defense right on him. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And Johnson with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Monroe. The Knicks making the shot. McDonald. Barrett covering. Sinks the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Some nice passing by New York here. Johnson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Johnson against Williamson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 3. Manson passes to Barrett. Lee outside. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Johnson. Goes back up. Passes it to Barrett. Kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Barrett. There's the triple. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Pelicans leading by 3. The drive by Monroe. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Monroe's got his second basket of the game.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Lee dishes to Brown. Back to Lee. Pass to Barrett. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
New Orleans making a switch here. Carney's checked in. Knicks trail by 7. Now the pass to Johnson. Back to Lee. Tries a 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2. Monroe is out there with Rozier, and it's Reeves in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Craig kicks to Wiggins. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now Monroe. 20 points for him last game against Utah.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. There it finds Bryant. And here's Wiggins. Passes it to Craig. Picked off in midair. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Barrett against Rozier. Launches a 3. Barrett, no good. Pelicans leading by 14. Monroe with it. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. Kane, no luck.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Buries it from 3-point range.
If Wiggins hits these 3-point balls at a high clip, he'll become a much better player and more dangerous for this offense.
Rozier the pass to Kane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
The Pelicans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against the Jazz had a huge game. He scored 20 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And that game against Milwaukee, It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Now, here's Barrett. Not a lot of room. Over Kane. And that one goes long.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
New York calls timeout. Austin Reeves is checked in for New Orleans. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Walker Kessler.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Stolen by Monroe. That one good for 2. Monroe's got 6.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Goes up at the stripe. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Corner shot. Kane. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Knicks trail by 15. Wiggins outside. He kicks it to Barrett. They get a hand on it. Lee against Monroe. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Pelicans leading by 15. Pass to Monroe. Ingram a screen on Brown. Lobs it up there for Ingram. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sweet finish on the alley-oop. Ingram extending that time to throw it down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Monroe, the pass to Ingram. Lee against Monroe. Back to Ingram. There's the pick. Lets it go with the 3. Wiggins with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Craig. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a 1-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player from the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Williamson is screen on Craig. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Knicks trail by 18. To the middle. Here's Craig. Another shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Monroe with it. Picked up by Brown. Monroe's shot is good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Lee against Monroe. The pass to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Craig sets the screen for Barrett. New York missing again.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Count that one. That's 10 points for Clutch.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Out to Lee. Three-pointer on the way. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got 11 points.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Monroe, the pass to Williamson. Williamson, a screen on Barrett. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Brown. Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Lee. The feed to Barrett. Teardrop shot. It's deflected.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Johnson dishes to Lee. Craig can't get it to go. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. There's a screen. The drive by Monroe. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brown.
And what I admire about Bruce Brown, he's just determined to make winning plays.
Greg, he goes into the game saying, how can I impact it? What do I have to do? Do I have to defend? Do I have to block shots? Do you need me to hit a three? Do I have to get inside and score? He answers those questions every night.
Pass to Barrett. Shoots over Ingram. Barrett, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Good work there as it goes. Monroe's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Barrett. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Lee outside. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two made shots. Here's Monroe. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Down low, here's Johnson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for Jalen Johnson. Lee against Monroe. Williamson a screen on Barrett. Ingram. And Williamson throws it down.
Well, that kind of activity down low from Zion is exactly what they're looking for.
New York shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lee outside. Pass to Craig. Basket counts.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. They set the pick. Monroe with it. Picked up by Brown. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 14.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
1:21 left to play here in the half. Craig sets the screen for Brown. Lee outside. The 3. That shot missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Monroe's shot is good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Lee against Monroe. Lee passes to Brown. Misses from short range.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
McDonald, he's covered by Brown. Back to Monroe for the three, and another three for New Orleans.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Barrett against Ingram. Now, here's Barrett. Shoots over Ingram, and Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 14.
And Barrett's a creative player, a guard who can thrive in pick-and-roll sets.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are...
Well, I think for the Knicks down the final stretch, this is where you want to turn up. They're doing the opposite.
Shaq pulling no punches. They might... Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Knicks.
Yeah, looking at the score, there's a lot we can pick up.
Thanks for spending half...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? Clutch and impressive effort here today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. You've got Lee. Barrett is out there with Johnson. Then it's Madsen. And it's Brown in at the 2. Here's Madsen. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Madsen's got his second bucket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the pass to McDonald. And another three for New Orleans.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lee passes to Johnson. Some nice passing by New York here. Barrett, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Shoots from the baseline, and he drops that one in. He's got 19.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lee kicks to Brown. Inside. Out to Lee. To stop the run. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lee's got 13 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Pulls it from 20. That's good for Williamson on the assist by Monroe.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Lee passes to Manson. Barrett inside the three-point line. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. Monroe with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Williamson missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brown finds Lee. Johnson outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
For 3, Ingram. The rebound by Johnson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brown kicks to Johnson. Ingram against Barrett. Over Ingram. Barrett, no good.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Williamson dishes to Ingram. Williamson with a screen for Ingram. 13 feet away. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
That jumper right there, pretty pure from B.I. Sized up the D and just took it.
Barrett against Ingram. Unloads from 13. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 16 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
To the wing on the left. Here's McDonald. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Good on the bucket. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The drive by Monroe. Passes it to McDonald. Williamson, a screen on Brown. McDonald passes to Williamson. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brown outside. Johnson in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 17-6 run. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson knows how to get into a rhythm, and once that happens, hey, good luck.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Barrett. Johnson with a screen on Ingram. Barrett kicks to Johnson. Back to Barrett. over Williamson. That one wide left.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Ingram against Barrett. Brown sets a screen for Barrett. Traps in the tray. Barrett's got 19 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
They set the pick. The pass to McDonald. Kessler with it. Rebound that time collected by Madsen. Madsen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barrett against Ingram. To the inside. Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Monroe. It's rebounded by New York. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Johnson kicks to Lee. Pass to Brown. Some nice passing by New York here. The shot by Johnson, no good. New Orleans has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. It's Ingram on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Kicks it out to Williamson. No good on the 3. The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Passes to Madsen. And then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's McDonald. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 6 assists in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Pass to McDonald. Williamson, the screen. Driving to the basket. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. There's the pass to Madsen. Feeds to Lee. Shoots over Monroe. No good from Lee.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Lee against Monroe.
New York. Personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Bryant from outside the arc. Kane grabs the board. Kane's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Monroe. Banked in off the glass. Monroe's got 25 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul. At the line for the Knicks. Madsen taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing, and New York making a change here. Cousins is checked in. And the second free throw, good. New Orleans has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here is Carney, still without a basket. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have been the biggest three-point threat since the All-Star break. Pelicans, number 1.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
The Knicks making a switch here. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Monroe. Connects from three-point range. And he has 28 points for the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
New York, no good that time either. New Orleans has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And it's Carney with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Bryant finds Wiggins. Now, here's Barrett. Here's Craig. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Kane's got 8 rebounds in this game. Monroe against Cousins. Monroe the pass to Kane. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
And New York making a change here. Laravia's checked in. Wiggins dishes to Barrett. It's Craig, top of the key. Wiggins outside. Passes it to Laravia. Just 5 to shoot. Bryant bats for 2. Kane grabs the board.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Barrett for 3. And the rejection by Monroe. So it's the New Orleans Pelicans able to put on a show for the ages. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Terry Rozier. He's out there with Monroe, and it's Kane in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.